Hi and welcome to my first tutorial where I will be teaching you to make notebooks. This is just a really quick and easy tutorial where I will teach you how to bookbind with a freehole saddle stitch. And don't worry guys, it's not as hard as it seems. I'm going to be here with you step by step, showing you what you need to do. And the good thing about YouTube videos is you can always rewind and watch it over again. The really fun thing about learning to bookbind is that you can choose any type of paper and card that you want to make into a notebook, as well as you can decorate the cover however you want. These are my 3 examples that I've made. This is the first one, which has a plain yellow cover, white thread stitching on the spine, and inside I've just used some squared moleskin paper. The second one I've made is this one, which is just a pattern that I made. I printed it onto just some thick white card, and inside I've used some green paper to add some fun to this. And the third and final example I have is this one, which I will be teaching you how to make in this video. So it has just an orange card cover, and I made this pattern using a stamp. I've got black threads stitching on the spine, and inside is just A4 printer paper. So I'm really excited, so let's begin! Here are the items that you'll need, which I've listed in the description box below. So the first step is to decorate the cover, so you'll need some paint, a stamp, a brush, and of course an A4 sheet of card. So get your stamp and apply an even layer of paint. And at this point you can just decide on however you want to decorate your cover. So personally I decided to do a pattern using a set of lines which I alternated horizontally and vertically. And just keep going until your card is covered in the pattern that you want. And at this point we just want to put it to one side to allow it to dry. Now you will need to get your A4 sheets of paper, a bone folder which is used for bookbinding, or a ruler. So all we're doing is something nice and easy, which is folding the paper in half. So here I am using the bone folder, which will give the sheet of paper a nice sharp fold. Alternatively, you can use a ruler, like I demonstrate here, but just be careful that you don't make a crease in the middle of your paper. And just continue until all your sheets of paper are folded in half. At this point, we want to put the sheets of paper inside one another so that the folds are aligned together. Once that's done, we just want to put it to one side, and hopefully by this point your cover is dry, and we're just going to do the same thing and fold the cover in half. Now we just need to pop the paper inside the cover and make sure that it's all nicely aligned. So because we don't want the paper to move at all, we're just going to use some clips to clip it together. Next step is to turn it over and get a ruler so we can mark out 3 holes, 1 in the middle and 1 either side. I marked mine at 5 centimeters, 10.5 and 15 centimeters. Now we need to make the holes. So here I'm using an awl, which is used for bookbinding, but don't worry, if you don't have one, you can always use your sewing needle. Just make sure you push it all the way through. And once you've made all 3 of your holes, just rub out any of your pencil marks. Now take your thread and measure out twice the length of the notebook, because this will allow us to have some extra. Just cut off the thread from the reel, and it's time to thread the needle. from the inside of the notebook with your thread and needle, go through the middle hole and pull it all the way through, leaving a bit of excess thread in the middle. Now we go through the hole on the right back into the middle of the notebook. And that's when we want to pull the thread tight. We skip over the middle hole and go through the hole on the left. Once the thread is nice and tight, we can go back through the middle hole, back through the center of the notebook. So at this point we no longer need the needle, so we can take it off and put it to one side. And now we just need to tie 2 knots to secure the binding. So we just want to cut off any excess thread. And we can take off the clips. Here is your completed notebook. So that's the end of my first DIY tutorial. And well done guys for making your first DIY notebook. I hope you guys fill it up with lots of fun, amazing things. And I've had so much fun making this tutorial that I hope to make more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching. Bye.